See, I've never had any personal experiences
And
where I've seen anything that's made me be
maybe
like,
when I was 8 years
what?
old, I found a
I have one
magazine
But
UFO
with a
experience, and
picture
that's
of
pretty
a
much
I
it.
never
UFO
have.
sighting on the cover.
There's only been
There
one
was a big
time where I've
inquiry,
seen something that was
you know,
genuinely like,
what are
what?
these UFOs?
Yeah.
And so that kind of started it as a kid, and I asked my parents about it, and you know, they
I used to have
actually, didn't
dreams I
tell me
did
what they
a
were,
lot
'cause
as a
they
kid,
didn't know. They knew there was some mystery there. Then I
constantly.
saw the day
That
Well, I
there
was
was
talking to my
multiple
wife
sightings
recently,
as a
and I
kid,
remembered as a kid,
I mean,
I
that
used
was
to
a
see
film
things in my
directly
room.
related to maybe
Yeah,
some
no,
of
you
the
used to
motives
talk
for
about that.
visitation
Out your
of other
window
planets.
too.
Yeah,
It
in
certainly
when
seems
we were in not our
accurate
first
today
house,
if you
but
look
like
at
our very
the way
first
mankind in
house.
the last 100
Yeah,
years
I
has
know.
I used
I know
to.
basically tried
exactly
to
what you're talking
turn this
about.
planet into a
Yeah. Oh,
single
you
You
do
used to
remember
talk
that?
about it.
Because I had that was
Yeah,
like a
I'm not.
that was like a
Not.
repressed memory that I had come out recently. I don't know what like
Oh
my
yeah,
wife
no,
my
no,
wife
no.
and I were
I
just talking
remember
about it. I'm
you.
like, now that I think of it, I remember being a
I
kid
don't.
and seeing a bunch of and like saying I saw like I remember seeing it, but like I mean I just have very vague like
Yeah, you used
memories.
to say
And
that you
to
saw guys out on the
possibly neighboring
on
bodies. So there
or
would
the
be a
roof over the
concern there.
porch on that little
And
room
I
to the
Yeah.
think that in terms
far
of the
right of the house. You
extraterrestrial
used to
machines
say
that
you
are coming
saw a
to the
guy in
land,
the window out there.
maybe a part of
Yeah,
them are
I remember
I
that
don't remember
vividly.
that, but now I'm like,
I know, I remember it vividly,
yeah,
and
that's
my and mom
terrifying.
and dad
Planted
just being
them right
like,
around in
no,
Turkey and
and like I
Mexico.
can
I mean, it
remember
seems like we're
being
being
like very
invaded
like
by
it freaking
UFOs.
me out.
Let's talk first just
You
about
should
what's
ask her
actually
about that
happening.
sometime.
Yeah.
well, recently, the most dynamic.
But yeah, I
I remember
remember
seeing
they
someone like
tried
on
to.
on the ceiling. I remember seeing like
Yeah, no,
someone
I
on
was
the
gonna
ceiling
say.
like over my bed, which
Yeah,
terrifies the
they
shit out of me thinking about it now. But like as a kid, I remember it scaring me, but not.
At altitude.
They used to explain it to you
Taking
that you were
pictures of
seeing
possible
shadows
tunneling
on the
routes
wall
and,
Yeah,
from
I
the
don't
cars
know.
they
driving by.
photographed with their
Yeah, I don't
infrared
know.
cameras 11 unidentified
But I
objects.
I
remember
mean,
that really.
I would have been like 3 or 4, so I don't.
Yeah, you were.
That's like totally
It
like.
was like,
You know, these
yeah,
objects that
I
couldn't be seen
remember
by the
that
naked eye.
distinctly.
I mean, it was probably
From the
just
infrared cameras.
active
The
imagination of
United
a
States
child
Air
that
Force,
age, but
after
Yeah.
the,
it's still terrifying.
But either way, it's terrifying. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I remember it to this day. That's how fucking it left an impression in my.
Really, that's so funny because like yeah, no, it just came up like
headline,
to me like
UFOs with a
recently,
question mark, and it had pictures from that
That's
sighting,
that's
and of course,
funny.
the United States Air Force.
and it scared the shit out of me when I thought about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that is
Oh, yeah.
kind of weird.
So
I don't know if
Yeah,
we were
it'd be
talking
weird if
about
you
my
could
daughter
remember
like
anything.
seeing something like I don't know what.
It'd be weird if you could remember any of the stuff
whether
you
it
saw.
comes in multiple balls, whether swamp gas is capable of doing a complete circuit around an aircraft.
Well, what I do remember, this is why it's probably bullshit because like I do remember.
Somehow, seems to be a legitimate one.
I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just some weird
The Mexican
connection, but
government,
the
decided to
cover
release this to the world.
of Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man.
General who,
Yeah,
revealed,
it was probably just something like.
It was. I remember like seeing that
of
or like something
Air
like
Force
that.
planes chasing
Yeah.
So it's definitely just like yeah.
speed by
But who
again,
knows?
Cool, though.
what his planes
Yeah,
are going at.
just getting myself
The French
scared as a
government,
kid.
over the last couple of years has released
But the thing you just described, I have no memory of, and that's creepy as shit.
since the 1950s.
Seeing people out the window.
Studies,
That's what I thought. Yeah, on the
landings,
like
abductions,
in looking in the window from the outside.
sightings.
Oh, looking in the window. Oh, that's terrifying.
From
That
the
yeah.
outside. Yeah.
As anyone in the field knows, the United States government
Yeah.
for years has been covering this issue.
That I don't remember. That's
because they were
horrifying.
compelled to cover it because of Ken Arnold's sighting, because of the sighting over Washington in July.
Yeah, I bet that scared you shitless. You were like literally right next door.
Yeah, and I was like 6.
And over the Coast Guard station.
What a weird fucking house, man.
Yeah, I
the
didn't like it there.
initiated
I
the
don't
believe
I don't
was,
have like negative. I mean, I was so young that like my
Yeah,
memories
Yeah, I
of
mean,
it.
but looking back on it, it
It's
was
a
like,
creepy
yeah,
house.
No, I didn't. I felt so much more comfortable at the other house we were at, the second one. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like I loved it there.
Yeah.
I loved it there. I never felt any.
I felt kind of scared sometimes
In the basement, yeah, but I think that was just
because of that
the
basement.
and the electrical down there was
Yeah.
bad.
In the field knows these studies went on, and these.
No, I mean
studies
upstairs too.
revealed that
I would get
most of the sightings could
Pretty
be
spooked
explained
out
with
from the
maybe.
upstairs. But it was only if you were like
hoaxes or
alone.
weather climatic things. climatic things, but many of the sightings were.
Yes, yes, friend, you remember
so
too.
therein is where lies.
You remember
That's
seeing
I love
people
that,
outside
dude. I
window.
love that fucking video of Charlie Manson. That's the same one where he goes, "I'm
Dan, what do you
nobody.
think is the significance
nobody.
of
Yeah, yeah.
UFO
I'm a boxcar and a
technology?
jug of
These
wine."
guys, extraterrestrials
Dude, I
can come
love
from
him.
one
I don't.
source
He
to
didn't
another
kill anyone.
and visit Earth. I mean,
Yeah,
recent headlines on
we
CNN are talking
talked about that
BBC
recently.
I
I
know.
think.
I know.
We're
I
going to
know.
run out of oil in 2000.